Hey, we got some news. We got the animations and the unit info for the upcoming Dokkan Festival DABURA and the banner unit. So let's start by showing off the banner unit.
This is as far as you will go. I will be your opponent.
What the hell kind of lip sync crap is that? Hold on. That just took me out of it so badly.
This is as far as you will go. I will be your opponent.
Brother, come on, dude. Come on. You're not even trying. At least with UI, Autonomous Ultra Instinct, they add another word to fill it in. What are you doing? I'm sorry.
Now, come at me.
Okay, I gotta say, the music is awesome. The music is awesome. It's like, it's got that sense of eeriness and disturbing stuff.
Prepare to witness the power of the King of the Demon Realm.
Target focus? Yeah. Nice. Target focus and counter? Target focus maybe on regular attacks and counter on the super? All right, so that is our first look at the animations for DABURA. We're going to go ahead and check out the sub because, good lord, that was bad. I'm talking about the sync up. When it comes to the voice of DABURA, I've always been a fan of the original Funimation old school DABURA. It's much deeper, much more demonic sounding. So yeah, I'm not too much of a fan, but hey, it's cool. I'm more happy that DABURA and Yakon are actually usable, summonable characters. That's what I'm more excited about. So let's take a look at the sub. Sub is better. Took me 2 seconds to play that.
ここまでだったな。この私が相手をすることになってしまった。
Come on, bro. That's so much better. Why? Why? I could have done it.
This is as far as you will go. I will be your opponent.
Come on.
さっさとかかってこい。 暗黒魔界の王の力を教えてやろう。
Oh, Yakon's STR. Oh, wait a minute. That's Hellblitz. That's Hellblitz. Cool. All right. So let me know what you guys think about the animations, the voiceover. This is not an anniversary caliber animation set, which is fine. This is, you know, we're kind of going back to the normal flow of things with your monthly day-to-day Dokkan festivals. So now let's start by taking a look at the DABURA. Extreme Tech Dabura Majin Buu Saga Mission Execution Terrifying Conquerors. Key +3, 200% HP, attack and defense +170, plus an extra stats +50 to those who belong to Corroded Body and Mind and successors. This is a nice combination of stuff. I actually just made a video talking about some of the best teams for Festival of Battles and long form content. And when it comes to the successor side of things, there are a few solid extreme class characters that can't quite get the full 220% from Vegeta's leader skill. So giving more of an extreme side is very good. Terrifying Conqueror's successors, Goma. Successor, wait, is Goku Black Rose? I always forget this. Let me just see Rose. Rose, Future Saga. Rose, he's not a successor. No, he is. But he is not a Terrifying Conqueror. He is Corroded Body and Mind, but he is not, yeah. All right, well, rip. At least Goma. At least that's the important thing. Goma is getting a nice extra juiced up leader skill. All right, so let's take a look at the super attack. Where that at? Super attack, super attack, super attack. Raises defense by 66%. Oh, permanently. Okay. Permanent defensive stacker. They're really starting to lean in on the in-betweenness when it comes to stat increase. Okay. 66%, that's higher than greatly, and that's lower than massively. More so to the side of greatly. Greatly raises attack for 6 turns, causes immense damage. Okay, good start. I like it. All right, now we go to the passive. Activates entrance animation when there are 4 or more Majin Buu Saga allies on the team, or when all allies are extreme class. One-time only activation, permanently, attack and defense +200%. One-time activation, permanently, dodge +10%. Key +2, attack and defense +250. Attacks effective against all types. That is your pseudo-critical. He's a tech unit, so he's got a base 5 crit already. Launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack. Chance to dodge +20%. So we're looking at 30% so far, okay? When receiving an attack, defense +200%. For 4 turns from the character's entry, defense +300% when receiving an attack. Generally speaking, people aren't going to be too fond of this, but because this is a permanent defensive stacker, giving that extra cushioning early on paper looks good. That gives you some coverage so that you can make up for it yourself. For 6 turns from the character's entry, launches an additional super attack, chance to dodge +40%. So now we're looking at a 70% chance to dodge so far, but that's only for 6 turns. Starting from the 6th turn from the character's entry, interrupts at the attacked enemy. So there's your canceling. Okay. By this point, I guess you would have built up enough defense, so you don't need the dodge and all this. After performing 3 or more super attacks in battle, chance to dodge +10%, starting from the character's next attacking turn. Okay. So this could happen either during your 6-turn window or after. If it's during, you have an 80% chance to dodge, but it would only be on the following turn, which means it's more likely going to happen probably around turn 5 or turn 6, where you have 1 turn with 80% chance to dodge, or more likely afterwards. Okay. Actually, wait, no. But you do have, yeah, you have the combo right here, and you have this one. So never mind. You could get this as early as turn 3, so your second turn from first appearance. So yeah, I take that back. Okay. For every attack received or dodged, attack +111 up to 666. I like that. All right. That's cool. When receiving a super attack, chance to dodge +10% temporarily. So within the first 6 turns, if everything goes according to plan, which it should, you're looking at a 90% chance to dodge. All the while, you are going to be building up that defense like crazy, at least with primary super, passive additional, possibly guaranteed additional, plus hit potential. That could be 4 supers per turn. When receiving an unarmed super attack, great chance to nullify and counter with tremendous power. Nullifies and counters with tremendous power when there is a Majin Buu Saga category enemy. The first thing that comes to mind when I think of this is the blue zone, especially with the blue zone having received the overhaul, especially with the blue zone getting the extra stages, and now the whole blue zone DLC coming up. That spells good news for, what's that final one called? Saiyan edition? Next generation Saiyans. I think of this right here. Majin Buu Saga category enemies. Unarmed super attack right here. You've got type advantage with Dabura. This was the thing that Spirit Bomb Z becoming an EZA during the 11th anniversary was great for, because this means you have a better chance to do that 4 Majin Buu Saga category mission. I attempted this with 4 Majin Buu Saga Extreme characters with Omega Shenron. So now with the Dabura, that is going to be more doable. Okay. And it's a guaranteed counter when you've got that. Yeah. So otherwise, it would just be a 70% chance. So this is looking really good. This is looking really good. 666% attack, y'all. No, actually, more so. You've got this attack and defense plus 200%, attack and defense plus 250, and 666 attack. Oh, all the while multiplicatively raising his attack over 6 turns and permanently giving himself defense with 3 to 4 super attacks every turn. From the 6th turn onwards, it would drop down from 2 to 3. This guy looks pretty good. And we're not even done. Active skill. Evil Flame can be activated after performing 3 or more super attacks in battle. Massively raises attack temporarily. Causes ultimate damage. Defense plus 66%, of course. Directs enemies' attacks towards the character for 1 turn. Okay, damage-wise, we're looking good. We don't have guard. We don't have damage reduction at all. So he is a stat-building machine, but he doesn't have any other defensive maneuvering besides the dodge, meaning during events where dodge is disabled, this guy is going to be a bit of an issue unless, again, you know what you're dealing with. If it's a nullify or unarmed super attack and it's a Majin Buu Saga category enemy, then you're looking pretty good. Otherwise, it can be an issue. Massively raised attack temporarily causes ultimate damage. And we saw in the animation that, you know, he countered it. So that is separate from dodging. So I guess that is our one maneuver besides the dodge. In a no dodge situation, if you receive an unarmed super attack, if you can't dodge it and this procs, you will still nullify and counter. So there is a clear and obvious weakness, but it still looks good. And in the context of Majin Buu Saga, this is looking even better, considering Majin Buu Saga needs some additional firepower. So this looks good to me. This looks decent. This looks like a good way to start this next year of Dokkan to me so far. So let me know what you guys think about the Dabura overall. Let's check out the link. Ooh, this might be the problem. Yeah. Brutal Beatdown, Loyalty, Master of Magic, Majin Resurrection Plan, Nightmare, Demonic Power, Fierce Battle. Master of Magic is very much a Goma thing, is it not? Let me see. Let me pull this up. All right, so we are on the Dokkan API. This is an incredibly useful resource. I know there's a lot of great resources now. This is the one that I've been using when it comes to more specific link stuff. Unfortunately, it doesn't get as many updates as I'd like. But looking at Goma's links here, I filtered by Terrifying Conquerors. And I've come across a couple of Dabura characters here. Master of Magic at level 10 gives you 15% attack and it nerfs the enemy defense. Going down here to the only other summonable lone Dabura, this is probably our most accurate representation. In fact, it might just be the same thing. In terms of links, Brutal Beatdown, Loyalty, Master of Magic. Brutal Beatdown, Loyalty, Master of Magic. Majin Resurrection Plan, Nightmare, Demonic Power. Majin Resurrection... No, okay. So we're missing a couple. So Nightmare, Demonic Power, Fierce Battle. We have Fierce Battle, but we don't have Demonic Power. Oh, we have Nightmare though. Okay. So for the most part, this is a pretty good, accurate representation as far as what we're going to be getting. And the one link that we don't have is Demonic Power, which Goma does not have. Oh, wow. Goma doesn't have Demonic Power. Okay. So this is actually pretty much what you're going to get. Between Dabura and Goma, we're getting about 35% attack. E plus 2. That actually feels like it should be more. Okay. Well, at least Master of Magic can be put to use. Goma will be the one character that truly benefits from that. I mean, there are others. Like, let's take a look here. Master of Magic. Isn't that also like a couple of the Buu characters? Master of Magic. Filter out by link. See. Oh, Meki Kabura. Yeah. This guy is an old school Heroes character. Not many people are probably going to have this guy, but yeah, you got Big Bad. Oh, wait, I'm looking at Goma. Right. But you've got Master of Magic and whoops. That's about it. Okay. Yeah, synergy wise, that is going to be a bit of an issue. But besides that, on paper, this guy looks decent. So this is one of those things where we're really going to have to test with the showcase. But let me know what you guys think. Category-wise, Majin Buu Saga, Mission Execution, Terrifying Conquerors, Siblings, Corroded Body Mind, Successor, Siblings Bond, and Demonic Power. So let me know what you guys think about the categories, the links. Those are probably more depressing. So maybe focus more so on this. What do you guys think about this? When it comes to... Now, I want to make sure that people understand. I've been very clear about this. When it comes to my opinion on the representation in the game. I want obscure characters like this to get their moments. Dabura, Yakon. This is great for me, in my opinion, for the game, because you have more characters from every aspect of Dragon Ball getting their time to shine. So this is good. But when I talk about summoning versus not summoning, in general, I am not trying to say, hey, don't summon for the cool obscure characters. I'm more so framing it from the perspective of overall value on the banner, the impact on the character moving forward versus some of the more prominent celebrations. So if I ever say, I don't think you should be summoning, it doesn't mean you shouldn't. It means that's what I think for the general player base, where they value more so every single summon and what they're getting per multi versus individual characters' feats. There can always be a situation where I say, hey, you shouldn't summon for a character, and then the new hardest event of all time releases, and the only way to win is by using that character. That can always happen. But accounting for that one specific situation versus an all-encompassing general perspective, it's kind of hard to differentiate. So just keep that in mind. I don't think this character in general is worth summoning for just for this character, but obviously as an obscure character that we've never had before, this is pretty cool. So I just want everyone to be aware. I'm just going to repeat that. I'm sure only 3 people actually heard that. Anyway, let's move on to the next one, which is Yakon. So this is also awesome because this guy has never had a summonable, fully functioning unit before. We've had some like dinky little SR units. No, does he even have an SR unit? No, it's just R units. He's terrible. So this guy, Majin Buu Saga Terrifying Conqueror, is 130%. He's extreme STR. Okay. Let's take a look at the super attack here. Greatly raised attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage, and lowers attack and defense. Very good. For the passive, attack and defense plus 250, launches an additional attack. Huh? Launches an additional attack. Okay. So he's just gonna slap you. Sure. All right. 70% chance to dodge. When attacking, defense plus 100%. For every attack performed, attack and defense plus 30% to 200. If HP is 85% or more when attacking, or if the target enemy is nerfed or squishied, launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super. High chance to crit. Attack and defense plus 50% for every attack performed. So this will only happen when one of these things are happening. HP being more than 85% will likely be an occurrence due to the regeneration powers of the extreme Majin Buu characters. So this is meant to show you that this Yakon fits perfectly into, the fabric of the Majin like regen team. Regen. Okay. I'm playing Legends now, so regen. Yeah. Attack and defense plus 50% for every attack performed with 300. Very good. After dodging 3 or more attacks in battle, launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super. As the 3rd attacker in a turn, launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super. Majin Buu Saga category allies, key plus 1 attack and defense plus 200%, plus an additional key plus 2 attack and defense plus 30% for all characters who are also extreme class for 3 turns. Ooh, key plus 3, stats plus 50 for 3 turns. So as he departs, he will give you guys a parting gift, which is cool. When 4 or more Majin Buu Saga category allies are on the team, or when all allies are extreme class, chance to dodge plus 15% when attacking. Ugh. One-time only activation, dodges enemies' attacks within the turn when the character is in slot 1. Okay, so let's just assume that you are running this, or full villains. You probably would never want to run this guy with good guys, but sure. Guaranteed dodge slot 1. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Legic. We just had a Legic from the 11th anniversary who ended up being one of the best gets from the summons, and he has a guaranteed dodge mechanic turn 1, and he then has guaranteed crit slot 3. He's overall very useful. This guy's kind of giving off similar vibes, but I want to recheck the dodge situation. So 70% chance to dodge. You don't get any more except for down here. So you have a natural 85% chance to dodge. Granted, the other 15% is when attacking. So if this guy is in slot 3 and an AoE is coming your way, it's not going to count until you actually attack. So this would probably put this guy more so in a slot. I mean, yeah, slot 2 or 3 feels like. This is an interesting twist. You don't normally have something like this, but the guaranteed dodge is a nice comfort to have for Majin Buu Saga characters early, just because some of the abilities really take some time to cultivate and activate. So having something like this to give them some cushioning is pretty cool. Okay. And then in terms of attack, I mean, the numbers look promising. 200% here, 300% here, with 250% here. So we're looking at some nice numbers, but again, the synergy, the links might be the Achilles heel on this unit. So let's take a look at the links. Oh, we have an active skill too. Can be activated when there are another 2 or more Majin Buu Saga category allies on the team starting from the 3rd turn from the start of battle. Attack and defense plus 40%, and all enemies attack. Holy crap! Attack and defense minus 40% for 4 turns. Recovers 60% health. I mean, that makes sense. I understand. That makes sense considering the active skill. Okay. And then, yeah, here you go. Brutal beatdown, evil autocrats. Who the hell is on that link? Loyalty, shocking speed, Majin resurrection plan, demonic power, fierce battle, and then the categories. I mean, solid categories: Majin Buu Saga, terrifying conquerors, inhuman deeds, perverted body and mind, demonic power, mission execution. Okay. I gotta know, what is the deal with evil autocrats? Can we see anything with Yakon? Let me see. Yakon. Evil autocrats. Okay. All enemies defense minus 20%. So he's a nerfer slash debuffer. Loyalty gives you key plus 2, stats plus or damage reduction 5%. Let's filter by those. Evil autocrats. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. I mean, sure. Loyalty. What does loyalty do? Key plus 2, damage reduction 5%. Okay, so Dabura has that, right? Dabura has. Yeah, he's got loyalty. So there's your damage reduction for Dabura, 5% damage reduction. You know what though? That damage reduction will matter with all of his defense that he's going to be getting. You put Yakon slot 1, maybe. I mean, you could go full dodge build for Yakon, which is probably what you should do. And then you got Dabura, who's building up his stats and going crazy in slot 2, all the while building up his defensive maneuvering. Maybe not necessarily right away. He has a good amount of dodge, but you know what? Actually, the first turn, he's got to launch 3 supers. Once he does that, he then gets the extra 10%. So yeah, these two can kind of work hand in hand in slot 1 and 2. But yeah, in terms of the linkage, those are some bad links. Both of these characters have some pretty duty links. How do we find? Okay, let's see. Yakon. Give me Yakon. Let's see what this scrub has. Loyalty. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, whatever. Look, evil autocrats is a terrible link. Okay, I can't even like find all the characters that it applies to. First of all, I don't even know how to do that. Oh, okay, maybe here. Evil autocrats. Who has this? Okay, yeah. So it'll be Yakon. It'll be Spopovich. Spopovich. Actually, you know what? Spopovich. Oh no, he benefits more when fighting Peppy Gals, Earthlings, tournament participants. By the way, my bad. In an older video, I said that we didn't have a summonable Spopovich, and then when I recovered, I said that he was on the Videl banner. I'm sorry. Okay, mistake. It was, 1 in the morning. It was to the Gohan banner. My bad. But yeah, Spopovich could benefit. I mean, hey, why not, right? Evil autocrats gives you more nerfing. Why not? Let's throw some of these Majin Buu Saga, randos onto this team. Let's just create a squad of villains. Why not? Works for me. So yeah, besides links, they look interesting. I'm more excited for the Dabura, but I do like this a lot. This is pretty cool. And this further adds to the regen. Also with 60% health recovered, that will further fuel his own ability where your health is above 85%. So this kind of works with Majin Buu Saga, even without regen, because you can get some of that healing with him, but it'll also further supplement the regenerative capabilities of a Majin Buu Saga team. So let me know what you guys think about the Dabura and the Yakon in the comments down below. Quickly, last bit of news. Dokkan is so cutting edge when it comes to technology and, figuring things out that a millisecond after the animations dropped, they even dropped a notice. They discovered a problem with Dabura before he's even in the game. I mean, that is impressive, right? That is just all kinds of ingenuity right there. So here's the problem. When the character attacks by countering, the activation timing of the interruption may be different than intended. Affected characters: Dabura, Super Saiyan 4 Goku EZA, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta EZA. Battle to resurrect the Majin. Dabura is Dokkan awakened from a character who will show up in upcoming summon events. This issue is scheduled to be fixed at a later date. Once it is resolved, we will inform you. Thank you so much. I mean, dude, this is crazy. Like, they figured it out so fast. That's really cool. It's really cool. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, obviously like down below. Leave in the comments your thoughts on the Dabura and the Yakon. I'm excited. I think this is going to be fun. Should you or should you not summon? I'll make a separate video. But again, to reiterate what I'm talking about, in terms of general value on these banners and the scope of what this does for the meta moving forward, these sorts of celebrations are ones that you would generally want to skip. If there are summons that you would want to maybe invest in between the major ones, those would probably be Saiyan Day, Golden Week, and Tanabata. And between those, it really just depends on what your summon expenses are, what you're capable of doing, and overall if you like the characters. So, you know, everyone figure it out for themselves, but in terms of general advice, I'll still give my opinions, and I don't think that this would be a must summon at the moment. We'll see what the banner looks like, but let me know your thoughts overall about the characters, the animations, in the comments down below. Also be sure to subscribe for more video content in the future and click the notification bell so that you that do know I'm going to see more myself do it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, and remember to Dokkan responsibly.